Hi guys, good evening. I wanted to do a video this evening about fragrances that can't possibly offend anyone. So I've compiled a few bottles here. I have about 13 here if I counted correctly. I have 13 bottles here. And what I wanted to do was just go over each perfume and just talk about, the notes a little bit, and talk about, what makes the fragrance, easy to wear, and just makes it, an easy reach. So these are in no particular order. I have my notebook with me on my lap where I have my notes in terms of the notes of each of the fragrances. And I'm not going to dive too deep into, all the notes because, the video will be too long. But if you're interested in, confirming what I have, I was able to get my information in terms of the notes of each and every one of these perfumes from Fragrantica.com. Okay, so I'm just going to be reaching for whichever perfume is next in line, and I'm going to talk about, as I stated earlier, I'm going to talk about the notes in each fragrance. So these are pretty much light. Most of these fragrances are light. They're very easy to wear. You can consider them spring or summer fragrances, if you will. But I just think that there are fragrances that are not offensive and that you can pretty much wear anywhere, and they won't they won't cause, and they're not headache inducing, in my opinion, at least not for me. Some of these fragrances may not last as long, because lighter colored fragrances tend to not be as concentrated as, a fragrance that is more amber looking or much darker in its color. So a lot of these fragrances, they're not very long lasting. So I'm not going to talk about that too much in this video because I don't want the video, as I said, to be too long. But let's go ahead and get started. So the first fragrance that I have is this one here. I'm just reaching for it. So this fragrance here is called Lovely, and it's by Sarah Jessica Parker. Okay. And this is the 5 ounce. This is the 5 ounce bottle. And it's very economical. If you can get the 5 ounce, I usually get it on eBay, or you can get it on fragrancenet.com. It's very economical. There's also a 6.7 ounce bottle of this particular perfume, and I have that as well. So let's talk a little bit about this fragrance. So this one, and I'm just going to place it on here. I'll place them, in the front as I go along. So this fragrance has, it's woody, it's musky, it has lavender in it, it has patchouli, and it's considered warm and spicy. It's also considered to be very powdery. This fragrance is a very beautiful fragrance. I don't hear much about it in the fragrance community, but it is so pretty. I remember one time I wore it to work, and I was helping a customer. She was like, "What are you wearing?" She was like, "Whatever it is, it smells very beautiful." This is a very classy fragrance. You can wear it at night. You can wear it during the day. Obviously, you can wear fragrance anytime you want to. But this is not a fragrance that I consider to be offensive at all. I do smell the patchouli. It's spicy. It's what we would consider spicy. And so, if some people don't like a patchouli, it bothers them, or it's headache inducing, then I would recommend wearing this one, wearing it low. That's the other thing that I may do a video on, how to actually wear perfume. And when I say low, I mean towards the lower, portion of your body, and not wearing it so high, like on your chest, where it's close to your nose. So it will induce a headache because it's so close to your palate. But this is a very beautiful fragrance, and I don't see it being talked about a lot in the fragrance community, as a lot of some of these as well. A lot of these you don't really hear much about in the fragrance community. They're like the forgotten, the outcasts, if you will, of the fragrance community. Because some of these fragrances, were created, very long ago. So not a lot of people know about them or have investigated them. But this is a very beautiful fragrance. So that's going to be Sarah Jessica Parker, Lovely. And the next one that I have that I want to talk about is Joy. It's Joy by Christian Dior. Okay, so here's the bottle. This is a 3 ounce bottle. I think this is 90 ml. So let's talk a little bit about this one, guys. When it first came out, a lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people were disappointed because they felt that, it wasn't potent enough, it wasn't concentrated enough, and they felt like it was one of, it wasn't anything, a groundbreaking, in terms of some of the other fragrances that Dior has created. Just want to talk about what's in here a little bit. Just gonna place this down. Okay, so Joy has bergamot, it has mandarin orange, it has peach, it has cedar, it has white musk, it has grass rose. So it has bergamot, it has orange, mandarin orange, and like as I stated, it has peach in it. And I think the peach note really toned it down. Peach is a very light scented fruit, if you will. It's not like a banana. Like if you eat a banana, you can smell it throughout the house. Peach is very close to the skin, if you will. And I think it tones this particular fragrance down a lot. But I think this is so pretty. It's very fresh. It's very clean, if you will, as we say in the fragrance community. It's not offensive at all. I don't see how anybody can be offended by this one. I did get the opportunity to smell the intense version, and I think the intense version is very beautiful as well. I like that one. I'm planning on getting it at some point. But this right here with the peach, it's if you wear this to work, if you wear if you're working at a place where you're not allowed to wear perfume, or if you want to wear perfume and you don't want it to offend anyone, or you don't want people to know that you're even wearing perfume, I think this is a very light scented perfume, if you will, and it stays very close to the skin. This one doesn't really project much at all. It definitely doesn't project as much as the Lovely does. And so I really think you can get away with wearing this, if you're working in a facility where you're in close quarters with your coworkers, your colleagues, if you will. But I do think this is very pretty. I can understand why a lot of people were disappointed initially with it, because a lot of Dior's fragrances tend to be more, I would say, a little bit more concentrated than this, but I still think it's very pretty, and it's definitely an easy wear. Okay, so that's Joy by Christian Dior. Okay, so let's move on to the third one. Sorry that the images are so shaky here. I'm using my phone. So the next one that I have is going to be Tiffany Intense by Tiffany. Okay, and that's this one here. So this is Tiffany Intense. This is from the well-known jewelry company, Tiffany's. This is a tester that I purchased. This is fantastic. This is a beautiful fragrance. I was at Tiffany's the other day, and I was able to smell the sheer, and that is very, very pretty. If you're looking for something to wear during the summertime, and you're tired of light blue, or you're tired of Dolce & Gabbana, L'Empêtrice, some of those that most people talk about to wear during the summertime. This is a very classy, clean white shirt, blazer, office type fragrance that you can wear. I mean, this is beautiful. This is well done. It's well blended. Just gonna place it down here for a bit, and I just want to talk about the notes. So Tiffany Intense has pear. It has mandarin. It has mandarin leaf. It has pink pepper. I definitely can smell the pink pepper. It has iris in it, and I definitely can smell the iris in it. It has vanilla, carrot, and amber. So the iris note really is predominant. It's really profound in this particular fragrance. It's very beautiful. It's the other fragrance that has iris in it that comes to my mind is Chanel number 19. That is a very iris based fragrance, but it projects more. It projects much louder than this one does. So if you're in an office and you're working in a given area where you're, again, close quarters, or you don't mean to offend your colleagues, this is very beautiful. This is, to me, a woman with her hair slicked back, minimum makeup, just clean, but yet still classy. She's not overdoing it. She's not putting on, too much makeup. She doesn't need, a lot of accessories, just pure minimalism and classiness. So this is going to be Tiffany Intense. And the bottle is exquisite. The bottle is beautiful. They really played off the bottle with the color of the Tiffany with that turquoise blue, and the bottle really reflects that, and I think it's gorgeous. Okay, so that's going to be Tiffany's Intense. Okay, moving on. So the next perfume that I want to talk about is going to be this perfume right here. And this one right here, I mean, I never hear anyone talking about this one in the fragrance community. This one is called Sensuous. It's by Este Lauder. I think a lot of Este Lauder fragrances, you know, may very well get a bad rap because, you know, they may be considered old lady, it may be considered mature, those are the types of words that we use in the fragrance community. But this to me is gorgeous. I want to say this about this one. I wouldn't wear this one in the summertime or in the spring. That's just you can get away with it in the spring if you'd like. But this to me is more of a winter, fall fragrance. This is just absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful on the skin. I'm just going to place it down here. I just want to talk about what's in it. So it has jasmine, lily, magnolia. It has amber. It has ylang ylang, which I think is one of the notes in there that really stands out. It has white honey, pepper, mandarin, orange. And again, guys, you know, if you've been, following me with the notes, there's a lot of these have mandarin orange in them, but the ylang ylang in this particular fragrance is very beautiful. The musk in here is also very beautiful. The amber, and it's not overdoing it. Once again, it's very simple. It does project, and it's very long lasting on my skin. It does project. It's not one of my fragrances that projects the most, but it does project. But it's, again, you know, this is very classy. I don't see most women in their 20s or even 30s wearing this. You know, they might consider it a little too mature, but I like mature fragrances. I like the idea of being able to pull them off, you know, at any age. I've been wearing this for a very long time, and I try to keep this one in my collection every winter because I think it's very beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And Este Lauder had another fragrance called Ylang Ylang. It's since been discontinued. That fragrance is absolutely fantastic. It's on eBay, and it goes for a very expensive price. But that one was just fantastic, just fantastic. I like the Este Lauder house because she's not afraid to use musk. She's not afraid to use amber. Her fragrances are really, they're very powerful, if you will. They're very concentrated. This one is as well, not so much as maybe some of the other ones. But I really do enjoy this one. I don't see it getting a lot of attention in the fragrance community, but I think it's very exquisite and very beautiful. So that's Este Lauder Sensuous. Okay, and this is a 3.4 bottle. Okay, and so the next one I want to talk about is this one here. So this one here, and I do apologize, I lost the cap on this one, and also one of the bees, one of these, one of the wings came off of the bottle. But this one is called Honey. This is by Marc Jacobs. The bottle is really cute. You guys know that Marc Jacobs is very creative with his bottles, but this one is called Marc Jacobs Honey. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. Do apologize for my nails. Yeah. So as you can see, if you look at the color, it's yellow tinged, very light in its color, and it has pear, it has mandarin orange, again, it has vanilla, it has honeysuckle. The honeysuckle is definitely a prominent note in this one. Peach, honey, you can definitely smell the honey in this one, and orange blossom. So with this particular fragrance, the predominant notes here is really the honeysuckle and the honey. You definitely can smell, especially the honeysuckle in this one. It's very predominant. This is very pretty, guys. This is not something that, where you're taking yourself seriously. This could be like you're going to the mall, or you're going to, the supermarket or whatnot. This is just something that you throw on, but yet it's not to be underestimated. It's very pretty, and it does project. It's very long lasting, and this one does project. I was surprised. It doesn't stay too close on my skin, and it's, like I said, it's an easy wear. This one is an easy wear. This one is an easy grab. If you, I like honeysuckle, but sometimes it can irritate me a little bit. So I try to wear this one low. I'll wear it, towards my abdomen and lower on my legs and maybe a little bit on my arms, because I'm not always too crazy about honeysuckle. It depends on how it's blended. But I do like the note in this particular fragrance. I think in this fragrance, it's very beautiful. So that's going to be Honey by Marc Jacobs. Okay. And the next one I have is Flash. Okay. So this fragrance is by Jimmy Choo. This one is called Flash. I don't hear much about Jimmy Choo's fragrances in the fragrance community. The one that gets a lot of slack is I forgot the name of it. I have it, but I forgot the name of it. It's the one that is very amber looking. It's very concentrated, if you will. It's more for a winter. It's more of a winter scent. I have that one, and that one is very beautiful. But I don't hear too many people talking about this one. This one is called Flash. The bottle definitely is, represents that, because it is very flashy. This looks like a huge diamond on there on the cap there. This is a 3.4 ounce bottle. So Flash has, let's talk about what Flash has. Flash has a pink pepper. It has big strawberry. I'm not sure what that is, if there's a difference between big strawberry versus small strawberry. It has tuberose, it has heliotrope, and it has jasmine. This one is very, very pretty. I remember I smelled it on a classmate of mine. She was wearing it, and I asked her, I said, "What are you wearing?" And she said, it's Flash by Jimmy Choo. And the pink pepper is very prominent in this one. Very prominent in this one. And as you guys can tell, when I was reading the notes, there's not too many notes in this one. It's very simple. It's very, I wouldn't say it's soapy. It's not what they say in the fragrance community, flowery, people who like floral, floral. But, it's just pink pepper. That's the predominant note in this one. It's not offensive at all. It doesn't offend me. It's very long lasting on my skin, and it projects. This one does project. This one definitely does project. And, you can wear this one in the wintertime. I think you can pull this off in the wintertime. I think this one is an all-arounder. All year round you can wear this one. But this one is not offensive at all, and it's very pretty. It's extremely pretty to wear. It's just a pretty fragrance. There's nothing, more to say about it. It's not, you're not taking yourself seriously with this one, but it's very clean. It's very light on the skin, and I don't see this one offending anyone really. So that's going to be Jimmy Choo Flash. Oops, sorry guys. So, and the next one that I want to talk about, I do apologize for that. The next one that I want to talk about is going to be this one here. So this one is called Forever by Alfred Sung. And this particular fragrance was created in 1995. So many of you may not be familiar with Alfred Sung. He doesn't, I don't see too many people talking about Alfred Sung's perfumes, his creations on YouTube. I haven't seen, that many fragrances from him. I don't know of any new fragrances since for a very long time now. But this is, this is very light, guys. This, you really can't, I can't see anybody being offended by this one. I really can't. He has another one called Forever. That's a little muskier than this one. This is not musky at all. And he has another one called Pure, which is very pretty. He also has another one called Sung. I don't hear anybody talking about this one on YouTube. But this is a fragrance that you definitely can wear in the spring, the summer. You're not offending anyone with this one, guys. You're just not. You're not offending anyone with this one. This is a very light fragrance. Years ago, Bath and Body Works had a fragrance called, it was a body mist called Freesia. And obviously it had Freesia in it, and it was very light. It was very easy to wear. There was one they also had called Night Blooming Jasmine. Very easy to wear. You know, guys, there's nothing to say about this one. It's just a very simplistic perfume. You know, I can't see anyone really being offended about that one. If you were to wear it, I don't even think most people would even smell it. It's the type of fragrance that sneaks up on you. Yeah, that's what I want to say about it. That's exactly what it is. It's got peony. It's got plum, surprisingly. I don't smell the plum in it. It's got tayberry. I'm not sure what that is. And it's got freesia in it. You know, I just said that, you know, earlier off the top of my head, and I was right. And I didn't even remember that it had freesia in it, you know, because I wrote my notes, you know, earlier today, and I forgot that that it even has a freesia in it, but it actually does. And it has lily of the valley. It's got sandalwood. It's got amber. It's got lily of the valley in it. There's a fragrance by Cartier that has lily of the valley in it. There's also a fragrance by Stella McCartney that has lily of the valley in it. And, you know, those types of fragrances are really, you know, they're very inoffensive. The Cartier one fragrance, I'm not too crazy about it. I'm not too crazy. It seems like the lily of the valley is the only note in it, so I don't always like to wear that one. But this one here has lily of the valley. And, guys, this one is very, it's just, it's very clean, as we say in the fragrance community. It doesn't project. Like I said, it's one of those fragrances that sneaks up on you. You know, you'll wear it, you won't even smell it. You may very well not even smell it on you, and you might pass by and somebody might get a whiff of it. It just sneaks up on you. That's how light it is. But it's very pretty. It's very clean. This is what you would consider a soapy fragrance. This is what we call in the you know, as you guys, you know, hear a lot of other people who talk about fragrance, you know, they use that term that it's soapy. This is a very soapy and clean fragrance. You're just not offending anybody with this one. I can't see anybody being offended with this particular fragrance. It's very pretty. It's very light, and it's you know, it doesn't project. So that's gonna be Forever by Alfred Sum. Okay. And the next one that I have is going to be Bath. Okay, this, guys, is by Bobbi Brown, and I never hear anyone in the fragrance community talking about this one. This is Bath by Bobbi Brown, excuse me. It has since been discontinued. She has another one called Bobbi. I don't know why she discontinued this one, guys. This is beautiful. This reminds me of a fragrance by Clean. If you guys are familiar with a Clean from Sephora, they have a line. It's called the name of the brand is called Clean Fragrances. They have a fragrance in that line called Skin. Guys, it's just so clean. It just smells like you came right out the shower. I love this. This reminds me also of that fragrance that has and I have the bottle. That fragrance that has ISO Super in it, something like that. It reminds me of that, where it has one note, but this one doesn't have one note in it. It has some other notes. I'm going to read them now for you guys, but that's a very soapy, clean fragrance. Like you took a shower, you rinsed off your body, you rinsed off the soap, you know, excess off your skin, and somehow that soap scent just stayed on your skin, and it stays on you for a very long time. So Bath has neroli, it's got that orange blossom, there we go again, it's got sage, patchouli, and it's got sandalwood. You can definitely smell the neroli, the sandalwood. This, guys, this is well blended. This is so well blended. I never bought a backup bottle of this one, and I don't know why, and now it's on eBay and it's going for a lot. We're talking about, you know, $200, $300 for this little bottle. This is a 1.7. But guys, this is absolutely beautiful. It's long lasting. It projects. You know, don't underestimate this one if you can get your hands on it, you know, for a decent price, a reasonable price, excuse me. This is a very beautiful fragrance. And if you could tell, I've had this for years, and I never used it because I found out that it was discontinued, and I didn't want to, I was trying to savor it. So I didn't use it. I don't use it often because I want to keep it in my collection as much as I can. I am going to try and do my best to wear it, you know, this summer, this, you know, spring. I'm going to try and wear it a little bit more because I do want to enjoy it. But this is fantastic. It's a fantastic fragrance. Very beautiful. beautiful, clean. You know, if you have allergies or if you're sensitive to fragrance and you know you can't handle scents that are too concentrated or too strong, guys, this is beautiful. This is a beauty one right here. Okay, so that's gonna be Bath by Bobbi Brown. All right, guys, we're coming down to the wire now. So the next one I want to talk about is 8 by Abercrombie and Fitch. So this one, you know, is a cheapie but a goodie. You know, this is by Abercrombie and Fitch, and guys, you know, this one, I mean, you know, I don't know who would be offended by this one, because this one, actually, this one, I think, you know, I think personally that Abercrombie and Fitch got the idea to make this one. They were, you know, influenced by that fragrance that I can't get, you know, through my head right now. It's at the tip of my tongue. The fragrance in the community that has the ISO Super, has that one note in it, and it sort of sneaks up on you. It's just like Juliet Has a Gun, no perfume. I've been to Sephora before, and I've smelled Juliet Has a Gun, no perfume. This is not a perfume. Excuse me. This is not a perfume. I don't smell anything. I don't know what people are attracted to, because I just don't, I don't smell anything when I've sprayed it. When I sprayed it on my skin, I sprayed it on a test strip, I don't smell anything. It's one of those fragrances, again, that sneaks up on you when you know, when you least expect it, because it's there, but it's not there, because it doesn't project. It doesn't project as much as some other fragrances. So 8 has melon. Here we go again. It has freesia, it has violet, it has lily. You know, it's got vetiver, it's got amber in it, it's got bourbon. You know, guys, this is well blended. This is really well blended. Molecule 01, there you go. I knew it. This reminds me of Molecule 01, guys. It has more notes than Molecule 01, but there's something in it. There's just something in it. I don't know how to express this one. It's clean, it's beautiful, it doesn't project, it's light, it's one that sneaks up on you. You know, it's not soapy at all. It's just got something in it. You know, it's almost like an, you know, if you guys, you know, are into fragrances as much as I am, if you guys hear, you know, people in the fragrance community talking about amberette, it's sort of like a note that is there, but it's not there. It sort of sneaks up on you. You know, it's very light. It's very, you know, it's very pretty. You know, this is exactly it. You know, all those notes, the neroli, you know, the what else is in here? Excuse me, guys. The melon, the freesia, you know, the sandalwood. You know, you know, this has sandalwood in it. It's just well blended, guys. It's just well blended. There's absolutely no way. You can't overspray this one. You really can't overspray this one, and I don't see anybody being offended by this one. I really don't, guys. I can't see anybody possibly being offended by this one. It's just, you know, this one is a no-brainer. You know, if you, you know, need to spray something, you know, and you want something that, you know, is not going to be too cloying, or that's not going to, you know, irritate you during the hot summer days, this is very pretty. This is very pretty. This is, you know, this is a classic one, and I'm surprised that more people don't talk about it. But this is fantastic. This is fantastic. If you don't want to spend money on a Molecule 01 or that range, you know, or even Juliet Has a Gun, if you don't want to spend the money for, guys, this is a very good option. I would definitely recommend this. 8 by Abercrombie and Fitch. All right, guys. The next one I want to talk about is this one right here. This came out in 2009. This is Love Etc. by The Body Shop. Now, I was at The Body Shop the other day because I wanted to pick up some of their fragrances, and I wanted to see what they have. And I didn't like anything, so I didn't make any purchases. But this I've had for years, guys. This came out in 2009, and look at the bottle. I barely made a dent in it. This has, it's got pear, it's got bergamot, it's got neroli, it's got heliotrope, it's got lily of the valley. Here we go again with that lily. It's got vanilla, it's got musk, and it's got sandalwood. You know, guys, sandalwood and musk is one of those fragrant notes that that, you know, if you've been, you know, listening to me here talk about the notes, that's very prominent in some of these. But it's so well blended, guys. You barely smell it. This is, it's not floral, it's not sweet. It's just a hint of something. It's just a hint. If you're looking for something with you know, with a scent, you don't want to wear something that has no scent at all, like what I just spoke about, the previous perfume, the fragrance I talk about, the 8, where really there's no scent, you won't smell anything on your skin. This is very pretty. It's not very fragrant. You know, it's not offensive. You can wear it and you can still, you know, smell it, you know, on your skin. It doesn't really project. It stays close to the skin. It's not very long lasting. It's an eau de toilette, as you can see here. It's an eau de toilette. I don't find the Body Shop's perfumes to be very long lasting, except that white musk. The white musk, what they have a perfume called white musk. It's in a purple type of ombre clear bottle. That one is very long lasting. That one it projects a lot. This one doesn't really. But you know, this is just an easy wear. This is just, you know, something you grab and you wear. You can even put it in your bag if you wanted to reapply. But you can't overspray with this one. You're not overspraying with this one, guys. You really aren't. So that's gonna be the Body Shop Love, Etc. Okay. The next one that I want to talk about is this one right here. This is by, you know, a very popular brand. It's called Byredo. This is called Bal d'Afrique. This is just classy. This is just classy. I went to Neiman Marcus years ago, and I wanted to purchase Mojave Ghost. And the representative there said to me, no, you know, try Bal d'Afrique, try it. You know, and I smelled it, guys. This is just fantastic. The bottle is minimalistic, excuse me, just the same as the perfume. You know, this brand is a minimalistic brand. You know, I've smelled a few of them. Rose of No Man's Land, I think is very beautiful. I've had Immortelle. I've had a La Tulipe. You're not offending anybody with this one. I just can't see anybody being offended by these. There's a few you know, few of the fragrances that are very concentrated, but this whole line is really based on minimalism, and I don't see, you know, anyone being offended by that one. So Bal d'Afrique has Amalfi lemon. It's got blackcurrant, it's got bergamot, it's got African orange, it's got a violet, it's got vetiver, it's got amber, it's got musk. Guys, this one is well blended. This one is beautiful. It's just classy. It's just classy. It's a classier version of some of the ones I mentioned before. The bath, you know, the molecule one. This is a clean fragrance, guys, but it's very sophisticated. This is very sophisticated. You know, you could wear your heels, you know, a blazer, white shirt, you know, you're clean, and you can drop this on you. You know, you will definitely turn heads with this one because it's so simplistic. You know, I think a lot of times in the fragrance community that people, you know, people tend to not like fragrances that don't have scents, you know, sometimes, you know, like the Dior, the Joy, you know, when it first came out, even the Chanel, the Gabrielle, when it came out, I was disappointed because I'm so used to some of my fragrances being so concentrated. I'm used to wearing fragrances that, you know, that pack a punch. But, you know, not everyone does. You know, some people don't like fragrances that are too floral, that are too, you know, pronounced. If you're that type of person and you have allergies and you want something like in classic, guys, this is fantastic. This is fantastic. It projects. It's one of those that sneaks up on you. You know, it's long lasting. You know, I can get maybe 6 to 7 hours out of this one. I can't see anybody being offended by this one at all. The bottle is beautiful. It's minimalistic, and this is a 3.4 ounce. And I really love this range. I really love this range because I think this brand really takes into consideration people who love perfume, who want to wear perfume, but, you know, want something that is, you know, that is not so light and not so offensive. This is definitely a very good option. La Tulipe, I had that one. I gave it to my sister. I also had the body cream. That one is very pretty. It's very pretty, La Tulipe. So that's another option as well. I don't have it, which is why I didn't show it in this video, because like I said, I gave it away to my sister. But that one is a very beautiful fragrance in this range as well. You know, so this is one that, you know, it's more pronounced than Juliet Has a Gun. Juliet Has a Gun, not a perfume. You know, you barely smell anything. This is more pronounced. This has it's spicy. This has a scent to it. This is gonna leave a scent trail, but it's not gonna be as profound or as concentrated as, you know, as some of the others that I've spoken about. Excuse me. But this is very beautiful, very beautiful. Okay, so I was happy that the representative introduced me to this one, and I purchased it that same day. Okay, so Lauder Free by Byredo. Check that line out, guys. If you get a chance to check that line, you know, if you have that brand in your one of your stores near you, you know, I would definitely, you know, recommend checking out that fragrance house, if you will. All right, so we're down to the last two, and so this one here is Happy by Clinique. Guys, this one was created back in 1998. This is a real winner. You know, I think this one is a real winner, you know, amongst all of these that I have spoken about. This is a forgotten treasure. Clinique Happy, I mean, it really is a happy fragrance. It's citrus. It's very bright, vibrant. It wakes you up. It's got orange. It's got blood grapefruit. It's got melon. It's got mandarin in it. It's got bergamot, apple, plum, lily of the valley, freesia, mimosa. Guys, it's got all the orange fruits, all the citrus, you know, so many citrus notes in this one. It's well blended. This is a forgotten one that I don't see a lot of people talking about in the fragrance community for the spring, summertime. Everybody talks about, you know, light blue and light blue intense and, you know, Dolce & Gabbana, you know, L'Imperatrice. Guys, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful fragrance. It's soapy. It's clean. This is definitely what you consider soapy and clean. You're not offending anyone with this one. It's a burst of fun, a burst of energy. It's you know, it's orange. You know, it's orange. If you've ever, you know, applied citrus, you know, on your face, like, you know, a rollerball under your eyes, you know, to wake you up in the morning. Guys, this is really you know, in the morning, this fragrance will definitely wake you up. It's so pretty, it's so clean, it's so, oh my goodness. The men's version of this is absolutely fantastic. I want to get it for myself because I would definitely wear it. People wouldn't know you're wearing a men's fragrance, guys, because it's well blended. It's, again, a burst of just citrus and just you know, orange and mandarin and mimosa. It smells beautiful. The men's. I plan on getting it this summer because I want to wear it. It's in an orange bottle, and the bottle is beautiful. This is a minimalistic bottle, guys. You know, there's a 3.4. Guys, this is a staple in one's collection, you know, for the spring, summer. You know, if you're looking for something that you want to wear and you don't want to offend anyone, guys, this one is it. You're not offending anyone with this one. And that's Clinique Happy. You're definitely not offending. I can't see anybody being offended by this one at all. This is a classic. So that's Clinique Happy. And last but not least, we've got Dulce. We've got Dulce by Dolce & Gabbana. Let me just take a look at this one, guys, and then I'll read the notes to you. So this one has neroli. There we go again with that neroli note. It's got papaya flower. It's got water lily. There we go with the lily again. Musk. It's got cashmere. It's got narcissus. Guys, I mean, this is a 5-ounce bottle because I like big bottles. If I can get my fragrances in the big bottles, I tend to do so because it's more economical, and I like the bigger sizes. You're not offending this one. This one is similar to the Alfred song that I spoke about earlier, the Forever. There's nothing in here. There's nothing in here to be offended, to offend, excuse me. You're just getting in the shower, you know, getting clean, and you're spraying this on, and you know, and you have a very light fragrance that's very calming and soothing. This one is not offending anyone. It really isn't. there's nothing in here to be offensive. None of the notes are powerful. None of the notes are concentrated. If you look at the fragrance, guys, it's a light green mint sort of color. There's nothing here to be offended by at all. Really, dulce. It's not even sweet. It's not floral. It's not. It's just a hint of odor, and that's pretty much it. You know, and I'm not, and I don't say that in a disrespectful manner. I say that just to say, if you like a clean scent and you like something with a hint of a scent, you know, this is a perfect option for the summertime. You know, there's no way you're offending anyone with this one. You know, it's an easy reach, easy grab. You can't overspray this one. You just can't overspray this one. It's not headache inducing. It doesn't last very long on my skin. If you're one of those, women that likes to carry, your fragrance in your bag and reapply, you can definitely do that with this one. I don't do that. I like to spray my perfume once I'm out of the shower and I'm clean, I've lotioned up. I don't tend to reapply fragrances again. But this is beautiful. And it's pretty. It's there's nothing to it. There's nothing to it but to do it. There's nothing to this one but just to simply wear it. It's not groundbreaking. It's not the talk of the town. It's nothing. It's just, I'm here to I'm here to be clean and stay clean, and that's the end of it of that with this one. So yeah. So guys, this may very well be one of my longest videos. I'm looking at the timer here, and I'm at 41 minutes. So I just wanted to do this video for you guys, because I wanted to talk about, fragrances that are inoffensive, because I know, everybody has different opinions in the fragrance community. Some people like fragrance, but they like a hint of it. Some people like their fragrances concentrated. Like I stated, I have stated, excuse me, I'm a fragrance collector, so I have a range of fragrances. So, I just wanted to bring, that perspective to you guys this evening. So thank you so much for being here with me and for watching. And if you, stayed for the end of this video, click the thumbs up button, down below. And thank you so much for watching, and have a nice evening. Bye-bye.